Hello, welcome to the House of the Spirit. Welcome home. This is going to be a reading that is going to be divided into 4 different groups. And for the first group, we have letting go, with the rune, the Celtic rune, the Ogam, for connection of worlds, macrocosm and microcosm. Next we have the card for dream, and the rune for direct action. The Ogam direct action. And then we have new vision, with the rune for ancient knowledge, ancient scripture. And the last group, we have the world. We are the world. With the Ogam, new beginnings and cleansing. Sorry. So, I will leave you for a minute so you can choose your group, and I will see you in your reading. So for the first group, we have the 8 of Cups with letting go, and we have the Ogam for the connection between the macrocosm and the microcosm. So I already have this feeling that it's going to be something that has to do with your emotions, I believe, because here you have that drop that is falling in this pool. I feel like it's something that's connected with memories, with emotions, that there's a little drop that makes all the difference. So that's the concept also of macro and microcosm. So something very small that makes all the difference, or that contains all the wisdom. Maybe it's about letting go of a specific memory, and maybe that will impact your whole situation. Now, let's get some oracle cards for this first group. Okay. We have tradition, resurrection, truth, sincerity, clear path, test, envy, fear, target, hard choices, and separation. And you have cosmos, globalization, playfulness, the self, and spontaneity. Already you can see this correspondence between a very specific situation with separation here. I feel like this is like the drop is separated from the whole, but it's still part of the whole. And how the microcosm and the macrocosm connect, there's some particular information there in that specific connection. Now let's get some tarot cards. Hmm. 4. Okay. 10 of Wands. Page of Pentacles. King of Cups. Knight of Swords. 4 of Wands. I feel like maybe you have to make a choice, but you don't have all the information yet here with the Page of Pentacles, and you're just starting out something. And you have to make this, there's a separation, like putting something here and the other thing there where they were connected before. And I think that this comes from being a bit overwhelmed by a specific situation. And I feel like you're going to own your emotions once you do that. Because I feel like there's a specific truth, like a split, a division that has to be made for you to own your own space, your own emotions, and to be able to reach yourself, the truth in yourself again. Because you have to let go of something. There's something that has reached its highest potential here. Okay, let's see what more do we have. The Emperor, the Knight of Wands. Can we fit here? The World, the Empress next to the Emperor. The 5 of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Something is wrapping up. There's a disappointment here that's wrapping up, and I see that there's a new, I feel like after you separate, there's a material dimension to this separation that impacts your emotions very deeply, that will make you overcome a specific emotional challenge. And I feel like it's going to open you up for a new relationship, because here's the couple of the tarot, the most powerful couple in the tarot, which is the Emperor and the Empress, at least in the material sense. Is the most feminine creative principle and the most masculine creative principle. They are joined together here after some sort of truth comes up, and I feel like it's like you celebrate something, and then this comes up because it's the ending of something, of a process that it's a renewal of a process that has become has been felt like a defeat. And with this knight here, I feel like there's that this person, this emperor person, if it's you, I believe that it's a time when you feel like you're very empowered in your choices, because it's informed by a lot of information. And if you're the feminine here, if you're the Empress and you identify as the Empress here, I believe this will be a period of renewal after a lot of heartbreak and this feeling of defeat and of being misjudged, maybe even like unjustly. Maybe there was a lot of like people were, I feel like there were lies told about you that influenced your life immensely, and that's, with that ending, you'll have a whole new landscape in front of you. Like emotionally, it will be so different. And if you don't see this as a couple, as you and someone else, it can be, of course, the integration of these two principles in your own personality successfully. And I would say that if you do integrate these two principles in your personality now, it will be because you are very grounded in your basic, more primal energy with the masculine energy. So you have integrated this part of masculinity that has to do with direct action, with initiative, with understanding the whole very quickly and acting on what you know and more instinctively. And on the other side, the feminine, I would say that it's because you have healed the need to please. You don't care what other people say about your femininity. Two of Pentacles with change. Eight of Pentacles. The Devil. Seven of Swords. Judgment. And the Knight of Pentacles. There's a lot of Pentacles here, and then there's the Devil. There's a lot of grounding, and let's have, like, this page, it tells me that this whole reading really is about the material aspect of this spiritual or emotional or intimate connection or integration. So I would say that this reading is for someone who needs to apply to start applying the knowledge that you have integrated because of this feminine and masculine attributes coming together with their own contribution, and to start applying it in the real world with real consequential, with impact. That's something that's going to impact your material, the way you organize your life, your routines, the way you work, maybe even your career choice. And once you start doing things, I think you will find a little bit more to work until you get to that point where you just go to the other side with the Judgment here. Go to the other side and you start building something entirely new that has no confusion or illusion, I would say. Because Judgment here with the Seven of Swords, I also see as like the breaking away from illusions. It's not exactly lies, although it could be here with this Five of Swords. For me, it's in a place where it's kind of bugging me with this specific card in this specific deck. Sometimes has to do with being applauded by other people for the wrong reasons, so not being respected, so kind of being celebrated for the wrong reasons. And the Seven of Swords sometimes has to do with being deceitful, but I feel like this has more to do with illusions, expectations maybe that were not, well grounded in reality. So there's a grounding that's needed, and I feel like you're going from this page to this knight that is already, working and putting the work, putting in the hours to achieve what he wants. And there's an objective, there's a very clear objective here with the Judgment. So if there's this lack of truth or lack of direction, I believe that it comes from letting go of this past situation that has taken its, its course, has run its course and has finished. The Four of Wands is also a card of celebration. So maybe this is also an advice to recognize, celebrate something, how far you have come to arrive here, exactly what was your contribution to this situation, and what you need to move forward. What is your truth from this moment on, and how you can move towards this balance. I would like to see some more cards about this Emperor-Empress dynamic here, because I feel like it's the key to this whole situation. It's the more inner work that you can start integrating right away during this reading. So let's see. Nine of Wands. Yeah, 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands. Queen of Cups. So I feel like this masculine has this contribution of like energetic contribution with I feel like it's work, like it's something that is a little bit it's maybe a career choice that is not wise. So maybe you were applying your energy and your direct action, your stamina, your... This world card is also very, very interesting here because it's a representation of Shakti, the animating principle, feminine in Hindu philosophy and spirituality. And then you have this Ace of Cups that has this very masculine, meditative, stillness to it. So it's really this, I feel like there's this correspondence between the masculine and the feminine, the masculine and the feminine, and the feminine and the masculine. And then you have this yin yang, which is this exact representation. I really feel like there's this need for balanced relationship between male and female. If masculine and feminine, if this is a relationship, I feel like there's this need for balance in your relationships, in the way you relate, in your relationship, relating function. Let me see just a little bit more. Let me clarify this Devil card. Wheel of Fortune. And the Ace of Cups again. I really feel like you felt stuck in a situation then that it's going to change and bring new awareness, new emotional awareness. If this situation is going to continue or not, I don't know. I don't think so. I think you have to move on and you have to find this. This is the ideal and it has to be manifested. But first, you have to let go and maybe even be more, I feel like more detached. Let's see. Two of Swords. And Justice. I really feel like there's a need for looking at relationships in a more detached way. I would advise meditation, all practices that make you feel equanimity and compassion instead of passionate, more directed, energy. I feel like it's going to benefit you a lot. And also we started with the letting go, so it's perfectly in tune with what needs to happen. So the center of this reading is going to be where this energy is going to come into a peaceful, balanced resolution, and it's going to benefit your material the material aspect of your life. It's going to be more stable. If you are released from this sense of, on the one side, obligation, like you had to do something and you were forced to it, and on the other side, this sense of not being praised for the right reasons or appreciated for the right reasons, for your femininity or for your feminine attributes, your emotional contribution maybe was not being valued. So there's this need for balance. And this is the advice in this reading. If you did like this video, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel also. It will help me so much as I'm just starting out. And please leave a comment if you would like to share your story or your feedback with me. I would very much appreciate it. And I hope to see you very soon. Bye. Hello, this is group number 2. We have the card Dream with the Six of Cups and the Ogam for direct action. And already there's a message that's really clear to me about maybe making your dreams come true. And these two realities, so what you have in front of you and what you want things to be or how you want things to be, trying to match those two. And let's see what the oracle cards have for us today. Okay, so first we have origins. I'll show you. Loss, trial and error, warrior spirit, and survival. Then we have secret with mystery, stability, protection, solitude, and ordeal. Dream and mystery. And then we have masters, deepest fears, bravery, temperance, and selflessness. Okay, so let's see what the tarot cards have for us today. The Two of Wands. Temperance. Temperance 2 times, right? The word, the Emperor, wow, okay. Knight of Wands. And the Hermit. Okay. First we have the World. The Sun. Let me see if I can choose the cards first. Seven of Wands. Page of Swords. Pages. These are 2 characters in 1 card. It's a different deck. King of Cups. The Emperor again. We had the Emperor also in the first reading, but this reading it has the masculine world because this is the dancing Shiva, the cosmic dancer, and it's the second version of the world card in this deck. The first version is Shakti, and we have the Emperor 2 times here. Interesting. I think we should get just one more card. The Four of Swords. Okay, let's see what more do we have for the second group with the Dream card. Wheel of Fortune. 4 of Pentacles. 2 of Wands, sorry. Justice card. Three of Cups. Knight of Cups. I feel like there was an ideal. There was an ideal connection maybe in your mind. And when it came to putting it into, make it manifest into reality, I don't think it was exactly what you were expecting, of course. And I think it triggered your fears and it made you recoil and remove yourself from the world. I think maybe this to me is talking about this some hardship regarding connections. It might even be like friendships. I'm sensing a little bit of anxiety, also like social anxiety. Although I feel like you have this tendency of hiding in a cave, and this is your safe, space. It's a place where you're safe from the outside world, and maybe it's even a place where you don't have to choose, where the values are stable and where it's more predictable and the laws are clearly stated and it's not chaotic. And I feel like there's this need for orderly procedures in relationships, maybe even. And I think that this comes from feeling powerless. It's very interesting. Because I feel like there's this need to kind of impose something on others. But at the same time, it comes from a feeling of wanting to be contained. So there's this dynamic of pushing people away, but wanting people to push back, to make an effort or something. That's kind of a fight. I feel like there's this confrontational energy here, and it's like making you feel I feel like there's this domination dynamic that is it's making me a little bit uncomfortable, because I feel like it's not allowing for anything to really happen. It's just very restrictive, very contained, very it's like it's over before it even started. And I think that this dynamic is going to be this cycle is going to be broken if you start acting towards what you want with your feelings more than your philosophies or mind, elaborations or confabulations. Or it's not so much something, it's not about mindset, it's about how you show up. Because I feel like it's unfair to others the way you show up, and if you do show your emotions, it's going to be much more pleasant to others, and it's going to create a dynamic that is much sweeter. And this sweetness is going to bring something in you that has to heal, because this is this is a very restricted, I don't have another way to put it, really. I feel like really restricted and blocked, and I feel like it's unfair that it has to change because it's not adequate. It's not matching reality. You have, the dream and direct action. So direct action is just, that collision with reality, the going for it, touching, touch grass, like go outside, touch grass. It's that principle, like don't be in your thoughts, don't be in your mind, your philosophies, your because I don't feel like it's these are not like passing thoughts. These are not just very simple ideas. These are like complex belief systems that I feel have to change. And the way you apply that to the world has to change because it's not making sense. It seems like it's just archaeology at this point. It's not, with the origins here and trial and error. I feel like you're still in that trial and error phase, and it's supposed to be more direct. I don't have another word still. I think you have to be brave. You have to be brave to step back a little bit. So it sounds a little bit strange, but I think that it's something that comes with maturity. It's something that comes with putting your ideas to the test and really verifying them in reality, and not being fascinated by their beauty and perfection as concepts. So being a more loving and poetic emperor and if you go through that process of kind of releasing your defenses and like making yourself a little bit more allowing for the other a little bit more and giving them space in yourself. It's not that you give the other person space and then you just move away, right? You just retreat. No. You have to be there and give the other people, the other person, the other people space to be themselves while you're present, while you're around and involved. And when something touches you, you don't need to, put your shield up and shut people off. And this is the way you are going to make your dreams come true, I feel. Make this dream come true. Nine of Pentacles. And Temperance again. There's 3 Temperance cards here. Where there's the Master's card. This is really the need to be more meticulous about how you relate to others, I feel, and not be, when I say meticulous, is just don't be like all or nothing, or black, is it black, is it white? If it's not black and white, then I don't want it, and understand that things are constantly evolving and they are constantly mutating, and there's no real stability, in the world. It's just a concept that we find very comfortable, but things are constantly changing every second, things are different. All our cells are, dying and they are being created. So I feel like understand that this mutation is a part of life. It's a part of evolution. It's a part of ourselves. And if it makes you feel unsafe, maybe it's because something that changed in your life made you feel like that, but it's not necessary that it repeats and repeats and repeats, and that change is necessarily bad, because I feel like this is someone who is really clinging to, very someone who really needs stable ground and stable, concepts to rely upon. But I feel like it's not realistic for this specific person, because I feel like this person has incredible wisdom already, and maybe that's the problem here. It's like it's too much information and it's not enough allowing it to, come out and be in the world and be tested and be cleansed. I feel like this is someone who has a lot to give and to share with the world. But maybe there's this need for slowing down on some aspects, so that maybe this emotional baggage can be healed and then turned into something different, and to new dynamics, new relationships, more balanced friendships, healthier maybe. Let me just clarify this temperance here. 8 of Cups. And now this one here. Wow. Queen of Cups. So we have the King and the Queen of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So I really feel like this is something to do with your past relationships or intimacy or friendships or family. Something very specific and very relevant emotionally. Something that really stuck to you and made you a little bit closed off, a little bit too tight, too strict with yourself and with others, and a little bit too imposing, and not enough emotional output. I feel like people maybe need to see your more emotional side, so that you can really achieve what you want. This stability in this abundance in the material realm is easily achieved if you go through this process of healing your emotions and just releasing these memories that are not serving you anymore. And I feel like silencing the mind will help you immensely in this process. Here with this Four of Swords. And just don't emit so much judgment. Don't constantly categorize things, and just allow more, be more open. Because I feel like it's dangerous with the bravery here. Like it sparks your deepest fears if you do that, but it's exactly that will move you into the next level of the development of your even your career will be positively impacted by this, because you will expand to a different level, and you will be regarded as someone much more mature and with even more to give, because I think you will show your inner wealth, like you have a wealth inside of you, like a knowledge, you're full of knowledge, full of emotional abundance, and there's this richness that is not coming out. So it's this clash between reality and this inner world and dream world that has to kind of be connected in this peaceful state and allowing. There's an allowing here. So beautiful and inspiring. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. It will help me so much as I'm just starting out. And please comment. I would love to hear your feedback and your stories, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye. And now for group number 3, we have New Vision, which is the Hanged Man in this deck, and we have the rune, the Ogam, for ancient knowledge and ancient scripture. So now let's see what we have for this pile in the Oracle deck. Okay, 1, 2. We have Perfume with Instincts, Camouflage, Sublime, and Liberation. Duality, Alternation, Paradox, Hardship, Mediation, and Threshold. Test, Envy, Fear, Target, Hard Choices, and Separation. And we have Love, Childlike Innocence, Play, Honesty, and Essence. Okay, let's see what are the tarot cards for this group. The 10 of Wands. It was also the first card, I think, in the first group. The 4 of Swords. Queen of Swords. 6 of Swords. 7 of Cups. Okay. A lot of Swords. We have the Magician, the World card, the 7 of Swords, Four of Pentacles, the King of Wands, and the Death card. There's one more card from this deck that wants to come out. I'll leave it to the side for now. The 2 of Pentacles, the Emperor, and Temperance card. the Knight of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Ten of Pentacles. Okay. So I really feel like the overarching theme of this reading is this first card. It's a different hangman, right? It's a dancer. It's more spontaneous. I feel like it's not as stuck as the other interpretations of the hangman card. I feel like this is someone who is liberating themselves, also with the liberation card here, and all these pink colors. I feel like it's someone who is liberating themselves from some past situation, some belief that was not healthy. And with this ancient knowledge and ancient scripture, I may even feel like this is someone who is liberating themselves from some sort of religious constraint. Maybe it's a set of beliefs that made you feel like you were responsible for something, and it was something that was unfair, that was not serving you, and I feel like you want to start something new, but you're kind of afraid of what that might mean for you and for others around you. Maybe specifically a feminine personality that is maybe a little bit cold. Or maybe you're just afraid, you're projecting onto this person the belief that you will be harshly judged, maybe, and maybe even that this person might like separate from you, or not talk to you anymore, choose not to engage with you anymore, maybe even starve you emotionally if you choose to liberate yourself from this set of beliefs. But I feel like it's kind of inevitable already, because you've seen things from another angle, and you can't go back anymore. I feel like you're, with this childlike innocence, you're seeing things anew. You're going into another period of your life where you're doing things in a different way, and you're arriving at different conclusions, and you're kind of in this process of liberating yourself from maybe there's some aspects that are still there, kind of conditioning you into, but I don't think they're very strong anymore. I feel like there's still a little bit to go, but I also feel like you're the fact that you're asserting yourself and that you're expressing yourself in such a powerful and spontaneous and it's like it's engaging with others also. I feel like you're going to be validated because you're going to create something new, something that's your own, maybe even your business. Maybe this even like kind of undermined this set of beliefs that feels like it's religious. It might not be, it might be just like family traditions or family beliefs that were, or maybe even expectations that were projected onto you, and that you're not engaging with anymore, and you're not using for your, it's not useful for your development anymore, because you want to do something different, something of your own. And I also feel like there's going to be something that's coming, like an information that's coming for you that's going to be very, very useful. Maybe it's even a technique or some sort of technological development that is going to help you very much. Maybe it's even the basis of your new business or new creative endeavor. And I feel like it's going to be very, very abundant, very enriching for you in all aspects. Like emotionally, it's going to be very fulfilling, but also it's going to manifest a lot of material wealth as well. So let's see what this last card. Two of Swords. So I feel like there's this trust issue maybe that's coming up, but I really wanted to clarify because I feel like this is still connected to the past here with all the swords. Let me just clarify this one. Two of Wands. I feel like maybe balancing this there's a sort of a balance that's coming up for you. Maybe you will see that you can kind of make the best of this. Maybe take some things from this past situation that were good and make them useful now. And another thing here I feel is that I think that collaboration with others is going to be very important, and getting feedback is going to be very important for your the choices that you're going to make. Maybe maybe this Knight of Swords here is also talking to me about having like a quicker feedback. It's like speeding up the process of feedback so that you can know how to navigate properly and build trust in what you're doing. Maybe it's even like other people's trust in you. Not only that you are trusting the process and you are trusting yourself, you are trusting your choices, but also that other people trust your project and may want to invest in your project because you are like speeding up this communication, this way of communicating is going to be very useful for you because it's going to speed up the process of creation and as well of receiving and integrating the knowledge that is coming. Yeah, I also think that this is the whole point of this is also to make you more make the choices easier for you, because I think you have a lot of choices to make in this process. There's a lot of tweaking, there's a lot of going back and forth sometimes in specific aspects of whatever you're doing here. I feel like this is a very like professional, career oriented reading. I really do, but it might be some more personal or creative project. But I feel like something is going to help you make wiser choices and this has to do with this process of releasing this past set of expectations that were imposed upon you and were not appropriate for you, and are going to be detrimental to this new, more authoritative and there's this positivity that's it's the way you frame, the way you see yourself as an authority figure and as a leader is going to be very positive, is going to be very illuminated by this new information, new technique, feedback from other people. And there's a lot of knowledge coming to you right now that I feel like is going to benefit you so much. And I feel like you're going to make very, very wise choices. You're going to build something very, very solid and very stable and useful, very practical and useful. It's also going to be something that is I see something that is kind of disruptive, that is going to maybe change your industry. Here with the Magician and the World, I feel like there's a conclusion, there's something, there's like an era that is ending and something that's beginning, and you also have the Death card, so this is very substantial and significant change. So if it's a very important process and something that is very game-changing, that is very disruptive, it's very normal that this tweaking and this feedback is very important. But it's going to speed up like exponentially. It's going to be very quick, and I feel like the energy in the end is going to, like, the manifestation is going to be so fast that it's going to like surprise everyone, not only you. It's going to be very, very it's like going into a different planet almost, like seeing time and space in a different way. It's kind of like sci-fi material, really, but I feel like it's very grounded in reality, something that is very very much manifesting right now. It's something that is going to be very quick and very to the point and very important for your the establishment of your own creative and your leadership skills, your creative potential, your guidance to other people too, your the manifestation of your ideas, the expression of your personality. So really cool reading, very positive and very uplifting and inspiring. I wish you all the best with this project, and it's very successful. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button. I would really love for you to subscribe to the channel, because it will help me so much as I'm just starting out. I would also love to hear your feedback, and your comments are very important to me. I would really appreciate you share your ideas and your stories in the comment section below, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye. And now for the fourth group, we have the card We Are the World with the 10 of Pentacles and the Ogam for new beginnings and cleansing. So let's see what the oracle cards have for us today. Okay. The blank card, nice. Armor with amplification, shield, honor, and ceremony. Diet with sacrifice, discipline, unforgiveness, and cure. And the last one is power Magic, life, energy, manifestation. Okay, beautiful. Let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Ace of Swords, Five of Swords, Six of Wands, the Empress. Let's see if we can... The Lovers, and the Three of Cups. Okay. The Hierophant, the Empress again, and the Knight of Swords. The Six of Wands. Again, we have two Six of Wands. Oh, and the Blessings of Ganesha. I'm sorry. Very interesting. I just want one more card. Okay. The Seven of Swords. Okay. The Ace of Cups. The Six of Cups. And the Knight of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles. And the Six of Pentacles. A lot of pentacles in the end. Interesting. Okay, let's see what we can have, what we already have in this reading, because it's a lot, and then we leave this space for some more cards, maybe later. With this Ten of Pentacles and this new beginnings and cleansing and this blank card here, I feel like there's this potential for a whole new beginning, a whole new world, even new connections. Maybe it's even considering moving to another country, moving to another culture, starting afresh, starting anew. And I feel like this might be very healing for someone. And I feel like this is someone who is coming from some sort of grief, maybe even a relationship. I feel like there's a lot of feminine energy here. And I even think that this is someone who is very committed to, there's a commitment here. There's a lot of I feel like there's a marriage even, or the expectation of a marriage. And maybe that didn't go so well, but that might happen in an unexpected way, in a not unexpected, but if you decide to transcend this situation, I feel there's traveling here, maybe even go to that other culture that might have more. Oh, I feel like there's a luck element here also with the blessings of Ganesha. There's this feeling of being very blessed, very lucky if you're in a specific mode of being related to a specific set of maybe cultural characteristics, maybe even like language. I feel like there's a language thing here also. And I feel like it's your career that's going to maybe push you into this direction. And although you feel like it's the choice might be because you need to create something that's more it's not that it's exactly just solid, it's just that it's very abundant and very but also like in line, in accordance with a sort of law. Like the law of a specific country, of a culture, you know, like the cultural rules, even if they are not something that is like written down, which I think they might, but it's like the rules of that culture are more beneficial for your creative endeavors. And finding that will also help you find more pleasure in life, more abundance, more connections. Like it's going to feel like magical, like a click. There's something that's going to click and it's going to feel magical, and then you're going to have your work take you there, because she's looking back at this process. So this is the work and the more material collaboration with reality. You know, it's not just your thoughts, your dreams, your aspirations. It's really the hard work and the energy that you put, the attention that you put in your work on a daily basis. Looking back, it's going to heal all this more emotional. It's going to, I think it's going to, yeah, the needs. I feel like this is a reading about your needs, your wants, your needs, and not only material wise, but also in relationships and your creative endeavors. I feel like you made the right choice. So if you're wondering if you made the right choice, like you wanted to start over, you wanted to do something different, experiment, and you know, get the blank card and the blessings, and you know, you were lucky, you were you know, victorious in what you chose for yourself. It was very wise. If you're doubting it, let's see. The Hermit. I feel like the Seven of Swords with the Hermit here, Hermit is holding this light. It's kind of like guiding you through maybe dangerous, perilous, or difficult decisions. And I feel like with the Seven of Swords here, it's really, you have to have faith that you're being guided, that it's not I think whoever needs this reading needs some sort of validation that the choices you made were correct. I feel like they were very correct. They were right on target. Whatever you're doing very well. And it's going to be, I think you're going to see some sort of magical coming together very soon, like synchronicities, things just working out, on their own. And I feel like it's going to be surprising for you when things go that way. And when you look back on this situation, you will see that whatever were the difficulties that made you go through this situation, choose this path, this change that you made, maybe you changed countries, changed cultures, you will look back and you will see how it just makes sense, how it just clicks, and that how important it was for your growth, for your for your inner growth, for the wisdom, the amount of wealth and wisdom that you were able to gather in this whole process. It's going to give you a lot of energy and protection. You're going to be you have this feeling of protection a lot in this. You have the armor and the blessings of Ganesha and the hermit with the 7 of swords. I really feel like whoever this is for, just believe and have faith that you are protected and guided and blessed, even if you sometimes don't feel like it's the case, and that you just have to look in a certain angle at your life to see how good you're doing, how abundant. I mean, I don't mean to diminish the suffering and the challenges and the bravery and the courage that takes, the sacrifices that you have made, to the discipline, the studying, the self-inquiry, the taking that chance to start anew. It requires a lot of bravery. I don't mean to diminish that effort, that the beautiful and powerful human characteristic that is needed for that to unfold. But I feel like there's this really important message here that is telling you to look at what you have, look at what is more abundant in your life, and realize that you are being guided and protected. Because if you look at what is abundant and more positive in your life right now, I think you'll just like snap out of this illusion, and you will realize that it's even better than you thought it would be. It's kind of surpassed the expectations, because before you had other expectations and maybe things didn't go so well, but the decision that you made was very, very good. And all that effort and all that discipline, all that sacrifice is going to come to fruition, because you will show the world, you will manifest that healing power. You will manifest that energy of being lucky and blessed, because I feel like other people also see you like this. This is how other people see you. So it's very important that it matches, because I think it's meant to inform other people too with the work that you're doing. So yeah, this is just very specific advice for someone very specific. There's this notion that you are protected and that you're guided, and the faith in that is the most important thing at this moment to focus on. so that you can continue on your path and that you can continue having that life energy, that powerful discipline, and to feel like you have made the right choices, and to know that you're protected, that you are really shielded from harm. What a beautiful reading. Thank you so much for this. I hope you liked this video. And if you did, please hit the like button. Please subscribe to the channel. It will help me so much if you do so, because I'm just starting out. And I hope to hear your feedback in the comment section below. So thank you so much for this, and I hope to see you very soon. Bye.